Hey, I'm really sorry to bother you at such a late hour, but there's something I gotta tell you. It's been, a couple weeks since I've last spoken to you, and it's really depressing me, and I totally can't tell anybody this, but you're my best friend, and so I've gotta tell you. I always kind of thought my family was different, but it would seem that we're much more different than I could have imagined. Very, very simply put, I'm not fully human. I really can't explain the intricacies of it on my own, but best way I can put it to you is I'm part something else, and as I start to change and develop, things become difficult for me. I don't know how to put this to you in a way that isn't condescending, I would say. But I know almost everything, it would seem, about this subject now, and I feel it's difficult for a regular human to understand and grasp. The first thing is I'm a shapeshifter, I guess you could call me. Particularly, I turn into an owl. And I can almost do this on command at this point. I'm not gonna show you right now, but that's how I ended up here. I know it's kind of an odd place to talk. You typically go on the top of your roof to cry, but I figured I've been watching you through the window, and I just really wanted to meet you and tell you how I felt and what's going on. It's been so long, I haven't been at school. You know, I sat behind you every single day in class, and you never said anything to me, except for those couple times where I asked for pencils and such items like that. I really don't want you to be upset at me for showing you that this is who I am and how I am. I don't want you to be angry at me for showing you my reality. It's different than yours, and it causes me much pain on a daily basis. Someone told me that you aren't, how would I put this, exactly the most accepting human being, but I want you to accept me. I want me being accepted to be one of the most important things that you can think of. I want you to understand who I am and why I'm this way. I change into something that isn't human, and I'm able to change back. Now, the science behind it is, well, almost non-existent. It's pretty damn magical, if I do say so myself, but that doesn't mean that you have to distrust and dislike me. You aren't cruel. That's something I learned. You treat people better even though you don't necessarily agree with different people's decisions and choices. And I've always admired that about you. Almost my entire time at school, I spent it admiring you, wondering how could I be more like you. It's a very, very simple problem for me. I spend all my time now not wasting it at school. I'm going to be labeled a delinquent, somebody that you should not trust, somebody who is not worth your time, and I want you to say no, that I am worth your time and that I am different. That's important to me. because I am different. I'm not a delinquent. I don't skip school because I want to. I skip school because it's who I am. I spend all night, it would seem, every night up, flying and soaring through the sky, and people don't understand how amazing that feeling is. The ability to look down and realize that that world that you're flying above, which looks so different from that point of view, is something else. It's fantastic, really. It's another form of magic, in my opinion. It allows for my creative eyes to be able to see what the world is from a different point of view, and it's amazing. It truly is, and I want you to join me with that, man. It's very simple. I can't help but notice you are freaked out right now, and I want you to understand that I don't mean you any harm, but because I've revealed my secret to you, you will be trapped in this world for the rest of your life. You will have to understand what I'm going through, and you will learn yourself. There's a special brand that shapeshifters can give to somebody who they consider a life partner, whether it's a best friend or something else. They give that to them, they brand them with that, and it causes the magic that I currently have to flow through me and into you, and then they'll be both in shapeshift. But here's the catch: we only enter the owl as one. There's only one owl but two of us, and therefore our minds combine and we are closer than ever. It's difficult, I might say, but it's worth it. Any children you were to have with this life partner, if you were to have any, again, it could just be a best friend, but if you were to have any, it will be flowing with magic, and the same powers that you have will be passed down. It's a genetic trait and it's very dominant. I want you to accept this. And I know you don't know me very well, or you sat behind me all day in class, and behind or in front, that is, and you'd always ignore me or just not say anything to me. I want you to understand that I can't be ignored right now at this moment, and nobody else in this world matters, and that right now, it's just me. So, what do you say? Yeah, I do think that, yeah. Well, you might say it's too early, but unfortunately, again, I've revealed my secret to you, and so in reality, you had no choice. I just wanted you to be a willing participant, so I'm going to ask you one more time what you say. Thank you. I'm glad you're willing to do this willingly. I don't want you to think that I am forcing you into this, but I am sort of forcing you into this, so I think that reality is not lost on either of us. Please, 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 go ahead. Raise your arm. It's very simple. I need to burn it into your tricep. It's a weird place, I know, but once it's there forever. Alright. Before you do this, I want you to know that once our minds become one inside the owl of something, it's not us anymore. It'll be us together, and your thoughts, all of them, will be mine. And to put it simply, if you ever find yourself upset with me or angry at me, we head in there and we can both expose our thoughts. The vast majority of fights, especially by humans, tend to be pointless. And that is not good for any of us. If you see exactly what's going on in the other person's head, and you know exactly what's going on in their head, you know that you two are not so different, and that things can get better, and you two can fix your problems. And that's just what I hope from you. Alright. You're agreeing, correct? Thank you. I really appreciate this. The fact that you're willing to go along willingly. as I said, thank you. Raise your arm. There won't be burn. We're going to spend time together flying and seeing the world in a different light. Come on, let's go.